Hello and welcome. Today is Saturday, the 22nd day of November 2014. My name is Derek. Welcome to today's silver chart analysis video. Two different time frames, the daily chart which goes back to the 3rd day of July and the 100-day chart which goes back to early 1975. So a long-term chart and a short-term one as well. And the action on Friday was a close at 16.44, up 17 cents or 1%, and hitting levels not seen in about a month's time at 16.44. Didn't think I'd be saying anything like that, but that's obviously the case. As far as trend line analysis, I can draw a quick little trend line here. So another test of resistance, more likely it's tested, though more often it's tested, more likely it's taken out. Not saying that it will, but just basic market dynamics. So last Friday, 2 Fridays ago, it had the gain after breaking with a failed breakdown and then closing relatively high from its previous prices. And then every day this week, going sideways from the gain, holding above, well, this resistance was support. And Friday's action, breaking past resistance, closing above the previous Friday's high. The 18 average of lows is now barely starting to rise. Further upwards action will make the 18 average of closes and 18 average of highs also start to rise as well. As I need to find resistance established, as the step number 1 is this band to flatten. That's a check mark. It has been done. Next step is establishing resistance. I think 17 minimum is what I'm looking for that. When you establish resistance, the band would start to slowly go higher. I'd be then looking for some sort of support back within the band, ideally at this previous level of resistance, and then break past what established resistance has been. Then I'll be talking about a pattern of higher highs and higher lows over what should be a multiple week period, as this thing, of course, has been suppressed quite large. Let's move this on to the longer term time frame going back to 1975. A lot of people seem to be talking about the cup and handle. They have for years, actually, and it's been down enough where if this happens to be the bottom, let's just say over the next few years, 4 or 5 periods even, a move up to here would clearly show that pattern into play if, of course, it does that. Now, I'm really surprised that it is actually even broken below this significant Fibonacci level. I really did consider this to be the lowest that it would have went to, other than the possibility of a failed breakdown, and that possibility, again, still in play. For that to happen, well, I would need this thing to get above this line, really within this band, within a couple of periods, or by the summer of next year, and then a couple periods after that to break above the 18 average of highs. So that's 400 trading days maybe, which is a couple years. So that would take us into 2016, of course, for the possible failed breakdown, fast move to the upside. It doesn't make logical sense, even within the heavy manipulation, that I would find resistance at this area, the break of this key support, and then the test of the next key level, which happens to be $10 an ounce. It is the next key support level. I just don't expect that to be played through. I don't know how heavy the manipulation is going to work, and if that event were to take place, I don't know. I'd be lost for words, to say the least, anyway. But thank you for tuning in to this weekend's chart video, and have yourself a great weekend. Bye-bye.